Some say we need to give the boot to reboots, but here on the Unpopular Kids, we say reboots are fantastic. All of that and an explanation with Mike Diva. Unpopular Kids! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show where we give our unpopular opinions and you keep watching us because it's awesome. I'm the Jovenshire, and thank you for tuning in. We got a fun show for you today where we're going to be talking about reboots and why they're good. No, they're bad. We should get rid of them. No, they do some good for the industry. No, get rid of all of them.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah, I'm just going to debate with myself all day.
People in your head.
Let's look at the other totally awesome people here on the show. We have NikoleZ. Thank you so much for gracing ourselves with your knowledge and everything.
Stop it. You guys stop clapping.
Okay.
Only one person clapped.
And someone is very proud of their new bracelet. We have Matt Raub.
Bracelet, yes, but
a
also
nice bracelet.
my cat shirt.
Oh yeah. I thought I could gloss over it.
Yeah, no,
Alas, we
gloss
can't.
over it. Also, new beard. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, for all the gentlemen out there.
Whoever wants it.
And to my right, we have the FLitZ. The FLitZ.
Slap the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
Shies.
It's okay. It's okay.
If you said another
You can
language,
say
is
it once.
offensive?
You can say it once
okay.
on the show. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
We got rid of
It's
the
like network
the
television.
S word. Yep. And then the very talented, an amazing director who's done so many shorts and great features on the internet. One of which you may have seen on the Smosh channel, which was Dubstep Commercials Suck. Not only did he direct it, but he was in it. Mike Diva. You just had
Sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
you actually just had a recent project, Girl Scouts,
Yes.
which was amazing. Where can we watch
you.
Girl Scouts? And what is Girl Scouts?
YouTube.com/Mike Diva. It's a short based on a comic book by Jim Mahfood, who's famous for Tank Girl and the Clerks comic and stuff like that. And it's zany, it's about drugs and the Illuminati. So
And 90s culture, which we love.
90s culture.
We're big fans of that.
Unanimously okay with it, right?
Now,
I know about two of those things.
90s?
the 9 and the 0.
and the
That's what he knows.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, what I love about your work is it is so unique, and like when you see it, you're like, that's Mike Diva. Like, how did you fall into like your style?
Oh man, I mean, just absorbing all the shitty '80s movies I grew up with,
All
and
those
all
amazing
the,
shitty 80s.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everything. I mean, I think that defining a style is kind of tough, but I just like crazy, wacky stuff that looks cool. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy, wacky,
I like
cool
it.
looking.
So here on the Unpopular Kids, I really wanted to focus on some of our unpopular opinions.
We're not doing that yet. I don't want to do that yet.
Okay, we won't do that then.
No,
Well,
I
how do
don't
I
do
say
that
this? Hey guys, there's a giant UN in the bottom of the corner, so if you don't like something that we're talking about at any given point in time, well, he's going to try to reach for it. That's the UN. There's a little annotation there that will take you to a segment of the show. Then you can click right to that topic or section of the show. For example, lightning round.
Yay!
Lightning round.
Weird that you're being
Stop it a bit. That lightning round intro was actually sent to us on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, hey, if you Instagram us, if you Facebook us, if you leave a comment in the section below, we'll see your comments. And if you want to make us a bumper, just use the hashtag #UnpopularKids, and we'll use it here on the show, just like we did with that bumper. Now, Mike, just in case if you don't know how lightning round works and you haven't seen any other show in history that has a lightning round, I ask a series of questions
And
and
then you get struck by lightning.
I didn't sign up for this.
You hold a rod in a field in a rainstorm.
Yes.
Now, again, we get all these questions from the audience because we can't reach every single topic here on the show, so we go to you guys for some questions that you want us to talk about. Again, just tweet us or comment with the hashtag #UnpopularKids, and we'll take your questions. So I'm going to put 10 seconds on my clock in my head that I can see.
It's not a real clock.
It's a real clock. And Mike, this one's for you.
Okay.
From @LateGodsGland. Which cartoon hero / villain, not comic related from the 80s or 90s, would be the most enjoyable to become?
Not comic related.
Not comic book related, so a villain or a hero from a cartoon from the 80s or 90s.
Oh.
From
Static
which cartoon?
Shock.
Okay, 10 seconds. Explain it why.
Static Shock, because he flies around. Static Shock's his name, right? The dude that's
Comic book character.
God damn it. Okay.
6 seconds on the clock.
Oh God. This is the worst. I don't know. It's not
Say
a superhero.
Yogi Bear.
What?
Say Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear.
That's
not
not the
an
80s
80s
and
That's not a
90s.
car. That's a very obscure question.
Oh,
Give me more
That was
time.
a
I want to
Hold
know.
on. Hold on. Can we redo that?
I'm gonna give you 10 more
keep
seconds
going.
on my
Keep
clock.
going.
It can't be a comic book character. It
Not a
can't be
comic
any
book character, but from a cartoon.
Okay. Any cartoon character then.
As long as it's not derived from a comic.
Okay.
He wasn't using words like derived.
Oh man, like
know.
everything's derived.
I
from
said it
comic
right
book.
too.
The Latin
This is
roots.
the worst. Okay, I'm gonna say a samurai pizza cat.
Oh.
And why would that be the best to become?
Cause why not? You're a samurai pizza
no,
cat.
that's-
You know,
yeah.
you're
We
just
were talking
obnoxious.
about your brand, and that exactly fits your brand.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that being your next short.
It's really everything people love: samurais, pizza, and
cat.
cats.
Yeah,
It's all
that
there.
is the internet
It's
right
everything.
there.
It's all there.
Good answer. Lightning round. All right, let's this
My
one's
answer
for
would have
you.
been Hammerman, by the way.
Hammerman. It's from wow.
man.
Is that the MC Hammer cartoon
Yeah,
with the
we have
talking
magic
shoes?
Pants.
Yeah.
Nice.
Magic
Holy
flipping pants.
Well,
Wow.
Fritz, you
Is that
do
what
not
his
get
sister-
that
I did
question.
That question.
Your question comes from @BlackestScream.
It would.
Would Static Shock, funny that you mentioned it earlier,
Weird.
succeed as a live-action movie or TV show? Yes or yes?
Yes, as long as they cast it correct and they understand how Static Shock played to all audiences in blurred color lines where it was necessary.
Who would you cast?
I mean, who would they seem to be trying to cast as the rumors fly? Jaden Smith.
Cat. Oh.
All right, James. I was going to say FLitZ.
Keanu
No,
Reeves.
he's too old. Keanu Reeves is also
Guy's a
a good
chameleon.
answer.
He's already the last samurai. Why not?
He can be anything and everything, except for a good actor.
Oh, shots fired.
Keanu Reeves? All right.
What has he done to you?
He's a really nice
You
guy.
have 10
He's
seconds
a
to
very nice
answer
individual. 10
this.
seconds for that one. Nicole, lightning round
Yes.
from @JinjaNinja290.
Is it Ginger?
Yeah,
Or is it Ginga?
Ginga Jinja. Jinja.
Jinja.
What gaming merchandise are you dying to have but has yet to be created? 10 seconds
I
on the
don't know
clock.
why.
Go.
Why hasn't it been created yet? I don't know.
Don't ask questions, just answer.
I really want you know those like chairs that sit on the ground and they're like the rocking chairs. I want one of those that also has like armrests and like things for food. Oh my god, something when you
exists.
game so your food can sit here.
Oh,
Do you mean
Oh,
boobs?
yes, it
TV
is.
tray?
Boobs.
A TV
So you
tray.
want
I
giant
have
boobs in
those
his
and that
breasts?
would never help me eat my food.
At the
No,
right angle, you
You
could
can eat
set
without
up.
your hands.
It's not fine.
See, okay, but I would like to be able to have like a
You want a
card.
trough.
You want to try
You want a trough. A feeding trough while you
Maybe
game.
a
There are
gaming
some
trough.
foods, there's some foods that you don't want to get on your fingers,
Yeah.
and then you don't want your controller.
Yeah, I mean that.
For those of us listening to the show on SoundCloud, you didn't get to see the faces Nicole was just
They
making.
were
I highly
attractive.
recommend
They were
going
real
weren't.
to the
attractive.
YouTube channel.
I want memes of those.
To watch.
Each one of those,
I
one
would
with
like
emoji.
everyone to.
Lightning round! For
Yelling
Matt
it doesn't
Raub.
move it along.
It is though. Oh my
I
god.
said lightning round. That means we're going to the next
now we're
question.
talking about
Oh, I got it.
further.
Now
I
we're
have the
doing it.
power in this one.
You have
Jeez.
nothing.
Noir
It's not even your
Nerd.
iPad.
No, Noir. Noir Nerd says, Matt Raub, do you think Marvel is canceling the X-Men comics to get back the movie rights the same way they did Fantastic Four? 10 seconds, go!
I don't know if they're canceling the X-Men books. I feel like it's helping and it's hurting because they're canceling a few. They're killing off mutants. They're making Inhumans cool again, which is something that Marvel owns. But then they do something like
Time!
recreate Old Man Logan, which is going to be a movie.
Time!
No, shut up. I'm going to keep going.
Why have I no power on my own
It
show?
was a long winter eve.
Took 5 weeks.
We're all up there. It's our show.
Yes,
That's true.
That's true. It is
Unpopular
our show.
Kids.
Yeah, it's the three of us and a
Absolutely.
nondescript female. All of us up there.
I
Only
say
Jones
one
in the
different
middle and
chair.
he gets a special couch.
It's Mike's show.
Yeah, he gets a black
It's
couch.
Mike's show.
Speaking of Mike, lightning round.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Moving along so fast.
@Blunk778. Thanks for the question. What game has the best theme song? Personally, I say Halo.
Oh God.
10 seconds on the
Best
clock.
theme song
Go.
of all time.
Yeah.
Video
the
game.
history of man.
I mean, Mario is such a basic bitch, obvious answer.
You recognize
How
that?
are you while you drink your pumpkin spice
But-
latte?
Can we not agree that it's the most
full and that's
memorable?
allowed.
Wait, which theme? So the main theme.
I mean, the
just-
main Mario, the
Okay.
bum 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 bum. Like, I mean, it's the most memorable. And yes, I know it's super basic,
that makes
but
sense. No,
I
it's
mean,
retro.
when you
Yeah,
think
if you're like when you look at what
vintage.
makes the best,
brass tacks,
like anyone
they
can hear
didn't
it
need
and know
anything.
it.
That's the beautiful thing about it. They didn't need an orchestra. They didn't need anything like that. They had boop 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 boop,
Just a few notes.
Just that's it.
My
That's all you
grandma
need.
knows how to play on the piano.
Done.
That just sounds lazy.
Lightning round!
Wow.
They worked with what they had.
Trump plays the slack.
Blitz, this question is for you from @Jerry Barron. Who is your favorite Robin? And he did specify DC, so
not Robin Williams.
not Red Robin.
Not Rihanna. Real name's Robin.
And
Red
why?
Robin the
Why is he the best?
Robin Givens
10
because
seconds
she
go.
can take a beat. No.
Oh, jeez.
Moving
Honestly,
on.
I like Damien. I like Damien because he has room to
Possessed by the
grow.
devil.
He has room to expand into a great person from being a terrible, powerful child. I like Damien.
10 seconds utilized correctly and
Those
well.
aren't real seconds in your head.
I'm counting down slowly in my head.
they're not.
It's accurate.
No.
Buy me a timer then. Moving on to Nicole, lightning round.
Buying you
From
anything.
Andy Milnes 1. The
Okay.
Mass Effect movies.
Mass Effect.
Should this happen or should we stick to the video game trilogy? 10 seconds, go!
I think it should definitely happen, but I don't necessarily think they need to focus on Shepard's story as much. And if they do, they should focus on Mass Effect 2 story with Cerberus, the Elusive Man, and kind of the Reapers, because Mass Effect 3 story kind of sucks and convoluted.
Nah.
Mass Effect 2 is the best.
That's good. Two is the best.
That's good.
And he said that we should
Those are
stick
all
to the
just
video game
vowels thrown
trilogy.
together.
He said that we should stick to the video game trilogy. I say we
They're
shouldn't
making
even
a
stick to
fourth
that.
one right
There's going to be
now.
another one,
giant
and
universe.
there's a giant universe for many other spin-off games. I say let's have more Mass Effect games than Star Wars games.
That's
in
a good
10
thing
years.
about the universe. It's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Pretty big.
big.
Only pretty big, though.
Pretty big.
Bigger than that, that's weird.
Lightning round from Rob from
yelling.
Mr. Monkeyman777.
Here we go.
Do you think we live in a multiverse? If so, do you think people have
That's
powers
beautiful.
in said universes?
Wow, man, no
This one
pressure
should have
here.
been for
Thanks,
FLitZ.
guys. Yeah, no, it really is.
10 seconds on the clock. Go.
I absolutely sometimes think we live in a multiverse, and in that multiverse, sure, we all have different things that happen to us.
What's this smiling?
It's too much pressure. No, yeah, sure, we live in a multiverse. Absolutely, I think that sliding doors, all that stuff happens. Parallel universes, that's
Screen
good. Totally
doors,
believe.
sliding doors, all kinds of doors.
All kinds. There's a universe where we're all just
Rotating doors.
Yeah, Lazy Susans, we're all just Lazy Susans. There's a whole universe where it's actually called unpopular chairs that sit on people. It's a whole weird thing. Yeah.
Why don't you go to this?
Lazy Susan verse myself.
Yeah, you like the Lazy Susan verse?
Anyways, guys, that has
I get
been
that.
Lightning Round.
My brain
This is
hurts.
really becoming one of my favorite segments on the show, and it's because of you guys sending some great questions. So tweet them to us, comment to us, Facebook to us using the hashtag Unpopular Kids, and we're going to take your questions and haphazardly answer them here.
Don't ask about space metaphysical nonsense.
String cheese theory is not for this
No,
show.
keep it.
That's
keep
one
it
of my favorite
geek.
questions, along
is
with
geek.
how to get good grades.
Oh man,
So-
you got that one.
Yeah.
Daddy, I
No,
know.
shut up.
There was like one comment that was like, I'm a teacher and I found her question to be offensive. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah,
you.
don't start.
Your comment was offensive, but I think it was Laser Quinn saying bribe the teacher. That
No, it was
wasn't
so
offensive.
easy.
Oh,
Oh, so
and
it's
it
like cleavage.
It was
Yeah,
also hashtag breast threats. That's
Yeah,
the
breast
origin
threats.
story.
Oh, that's
Breast
actually in his
Good episode.
syllabus, which
I
is
need
weird.
a shirt
Weird.
that says hashtag breast threats.
Sure.
Okay.
Someone sent FLitZ that shirt. Anyways, so here on Unpopular Kids, I felt like we needed more unpopular opinions. So I wanted to go and make like a little open floor for the group if anyone had an unpopular opinion that they wanted to share.
Ooh, I have one.
I regret this immediately.
I have one. I hated that tweet. No, my unpopular opinion, and actually I posted about this on the internet. I
Matt
recently, I begrudgingly hate watched every episode of season 1 of Fox's Gotham.
Wait, is this about Gotham?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other unpopular
shut up.
opinions?
Hold on,
Alright.
hold
Alright.
on. Season 2, it's only been 1 episode, but I'm saying it's not that bad.
What?
It's not that bad, you guys.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
unpopular.
super
Here you go. He got you.
controversial.
You asked for an unpopular opinion. I'm saying it's
Okay,
not that bad.
hold on. Why is it good?
It's become a cartoon.
Oh.
They literally are like,
people?
we're getting rid, of people with real people.
So it's a TV show.
Okay, if there's anything like,
I'm glad we can watch these clips from Gotham. The season premiere, guys, it starts
Look how
Monday,
great it
September
is.
21st on Fox. Check it out.
Gotham. Look, I mean, they have these wacky.
It is very cartoony. I can see it in this trailer.
Arkham inmates decided to break out the kid who's clearly maybe Joker. I mean, all the stuff that they were leading up to. They finally got rid of Fish Mooney, who was a terrible character. It's just become a really wacky thing. It's not that bad, you guys.
No.
Here's what Gotham is. Gotham is, let's take all the the most boring parts of Batman that nobody gives a shit about, and then just fucking make a
Paperwork.
show about it, I guess. I don't know.
That was the pitch.
People like
Actually, that was the
Batman,
pitch.
right?
Yeah, that was the whole pitch.
I like that you did bring this up during an episode where we're talking about reboots, because this was an interesting reboot. It takes the franchise and it brings it to a different audience. The audience being, hey, the parents out there that watch Law and Order. I'm like,
No, it's 100% a Law and Order, SVU, CSI type of show set in the Batman universe without Batman.
Why didn't anyone pitch that to me earlier? Because like that is my jam.
Watch the hell out of it.
what is it like being 50?
No, okay. Whoa. 50 is the new black.
I'm
you know black don't
75.
crack, so.
Okay.
I'm like legitimately
real.
75 years old. Like 50 is taking it a little young for me.
Now, I'm a huge Batman fan, and I've had a lot of issue with Gotham.
Issue 1, singular.
Just one issue.
He only has one issue of Gotham.
And like, I just kind of got to the point where people said, okay, if you watch it without the mindset of what you think Batman is, like, it's good. And I'm like, okay, I get that. I can appreciate retellings of stories and reboots. But like this, it just took everything about the marketing before the show aired and then just got rid of that. They're like, hey, before the Joker, before Poison Ivy.
Let's go back in time to season 1 of Arrow. We all hated it.
I didn't.
Same with Shield.
I didn't hate it.
It was not good. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
No.
It was basically a CW show, and I begrudgingly watched every fracking season of Smallville to the bitter friggin' end. And no matter how
friggin'. This is
friggin' and
serious.
fracking. I'm trying to keep it clean because you guys said a bad word.
the 50-year-old over here.
Listen, you rapscallions. No, and I watched every episode and I was like, oh my God, they're doing Arrow. This is awesome. I love the Mike Grell era. I love all the stuff that they did. This is going to be an amazing show. And then they did this nonsense with like, will he, won't he, with a character who's kind of like from the books, but not really. Her name is not really Dinah Lance. It's okay. And it was so stupid. And then they fired the entire writing staff halfway through season 1 and it became an
That's
amazing
some
comic
acting
book.
But there were still some great moments where you're like, hey, this is a
false.
badass superhero show.
Rewatch the show.
It was setting the origins.
And you can't say that about Gotham. Gotham is a superhero show around James Gordon. James
Balloon
Gordon
Man.
is an
Balloon
okay,
Man.
all right. So there's some bad Freak of the Week episodes.
Some. And the fact that it's like, hey, this show is all about before Batman, there was Jim Gordon as a cop, and then what do we do at the end of season 1? Kind of spoilers. He finds a Batcave.
He doesn't really.
His
Okay,
dad already had a Batcave.
First of all, Joven, you can't talk shit because you don't watch the show. That's 4.
We've
No,
said
that's
shit
5.
so much.
I said, I said 4. You can't say, you can't do that.
Can we get a swear jar? Like real
Yeah, put it in
talk?
the fist. A
We
swear
put it
fist.
in the fist
Put
and
it in
start
the
putting
fist.
quarters in.
Swear fist. Yeah. Don't make me get out the swear fist.
Swear Fist is my metal band I'm starting up.
Swear fist.
Well, that's my friggin' unpopular opinion of friggin' nerds.
Controversial.
So, Mike Diva, you said that you don't watch Gotham.
No, I don't
Now,
watch.
why don't you?
I mean, there's absolutely zero appeal. And you know, a lot of shows, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to like watch a show. You know, like Mr. Robot, for instance, right? Like Mr. Robot's a great show.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard great
and
things about it.
From on the surface, on a very surface level, it looked kind of dumb. 1, it's on USA. 2, the name's up Mr. Robot.
There's no robots.
There's no robots.
Yeah.
And so like,
I got 8 episodes in. I'm like, which one is the robot?
no, but you know,
Why
it
not
takes a lot of
his
word of
robot?
mouth. It takes a lot of word of mouth
Yeah.
to make you want to see a show, you know, because time is, you know, it's an investment. And Gotham, zero word of mouth. Nobody I know watches it, except for Matt. He's the only one. And like I said, it just, it seems very uninteresting. I don't know.
I'm with you.
On the subject of reboots, like, did Batman need a reboot in that way?
No, and it was so ill-timed, I think, when like DC was doing some great shows like Arrow and Flash and having everything in the
Word
same
on the
universe.
street is the reason why this happened was because Fox wanted to, well, Warner Brothers wanted to get the Batman 66 license back from Fox so that they can release the DVDs, release the comic, do all that stuff, and they go, great, quid pro quo. We want something you guys have. We want to do a new property. Superhero shows are on the rise. Let's do something cool.
That's
we want to
smart.
do
That's
Batman.
smart.
They go, ooh, we can't give you Batman. We can give you everybody else.
We can give you baby Batman.
Yeah, we can give you Batman as a 12-year-old kid. Did you love episode 1? Because we could do that to Batman. I don't know. I'm saying I'm gonna give it a couple more episodes. I'm gonna hate watch it, and then I'll let you guys know. I right now I can tell you I've watched season 2 premiere of Gotham and I've watched the pilot of Supergirl, and I can tell you the season 2 premiere of Gotham is exponentially better.
Well, I mean, because Shield was not good in the beginning of season 1.
wasn't. It wasn't.
But it came back so strong that if you watch this and you think that it's comparable to like how much better it gets, I'll give it a shot too.
Telling you to watch it.
I have an unpopular opinion.
Yes, please.
If we're still doing this bit, are we still doing
Yeah,
this
sure,
bit?
go for
All right,
it.
Cool.
That's the entire bit of this.
It's the show.
Yeah.
I think that the new Deadpool movie is gonna suck.
Whoa! Now we've had a lot of people tweeting us like, "What do you guys think of the Deadpool show, movie that's coming out?" And I thought we all had a unanimous, "It's gonna be great." Mike Diva, why is he gonna be horrible?
One, okay, all the references. Hold on. First off, let me just start this by saying, I'm a big Deadpool fan.
Okay.
I like Deadpool.
Who isn't?
Right. I grew up with Deadpool.
Yeah.
When I was 14.
So you liked
He was
Deadpool
my
before
favorite.
he became like really cool.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And like when I was like 13 or 14, it was like, whoa, like this is a really badass character that like doesn't give
Yeah,
crap.
those things.
Fuck. We just lost that TV 13 rating on YouTube.
Right. Okay. So here's the problem. Here's the problem with the Deadpool trailer is that the sense of humor and all the jokes. It's as if they took a comic from when I was 14 and then made that into a movie, which I get why people are all stoked about that.
Yeah.
But if you can do a character like Deadpool, you need to update this stuff. You know, you have to like all the jokes that he says are
There
from
are
the
some good
90s.
jokes.
Well, my concern is that if they do the stuff from when you and I were 14, that's Rob Liefeld, and that was garbage. The original Deadpool stuff, I hated because it was Rob Liefeld. It was like, oh, we're gonna do Deathstroke. Screw
That's
it.
really sad because every time someone bashes Rob Liefeld's name,
He grows stronger.
Yeah, it's weird, and he gains another following
Yeah.
dude that's just as strong as he
No,
is.
but I mean, like, I like the Deadpool stuff now. Breaks the fourth wall. Totally doesn't
It
give a
always
shit.
has.
But no, not back then, dude. I'm talking original Rob Liefeld, Deadpool muscles on muscles.
Okay,
Nonsense.
maybe see when I was 14,
Like
you
2
were
years
like,
ago. I was like 25. That's fair. All right, that's fair. You want the now? I agree. I think it could be updated. I mean,
it's just so hot topic-y and
Yeah.
so
Well,
just like
yes,
I-
you're right. A lot of the
Reynolds-y.
jokes he's making are like. You get like that 90s based in, and we talked
not
about this in a
funny.
previous episode about like it's hitting that nostalgia audience. It's like, oh man, he talked about cat dog. He made a joke. I remember cat dog. That's funny.
But
he doesn't
who's your
actually joke about
audience,
cat
though?
dog, but he should.
Yeah, but it wasn't. There weren't '90s jokes. It was just jokes that kind of may appeal to a younger audience.
all the
than
jokes
we
were
are.
90s jokes.
But there was like a poop joke. Poop's timeless.
Poop
Poop is timeless. From
I don't
Nicole,
know,
poop
guys.
is timeless.
All my poops from the 90s.
Though this week in the news, this week in the news, Ryan Reynolds did come out and say like this is the perfect time for this movie, he has seen the script, so maybe he thinks it's
No, I
relevant.
get it,
He's
but
the
Ryan
star of
Reynolds
it.
is
Why
also
wouldn't he?
Ryan
the
Reynolds.
script.
you know?
I like Ryan Reynolds. I
He's-
think he's a funny Canadian.
Ryan Reynolds
He is cute.
He's,
Him and Chad
that's
Kroeger.
his thing,
They're
man.
both
He's
funny.
just got. Am I the only one that thinks that Ryan Reynolds? This is another unpopular opinion. Ryan Reynolds has that face where you're just like, "Fuck you, man."
You
Like,
know,
what?
yeah, no, he does have that
Just
face.
like what?
He also has a beautiful, beautiful face.
He's always just like, ooh, like I'm gonna say something, smart ass and kind of quirky and like.
I know,
I'm gonna
and
be
you
cute.
love him for
I'm gonna
it.
be cute when I do it.
Those are my
love-
favorite
you love
things.
Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is the same thing but more likable.
He's just American.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna agree with
He's
Diva.
very American.
Like
Very
Paul
American.
Rudd
Is the likable Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, you
Paul Rudd is
can't.
a
You can't
likable
hate
Ryan
on Paul Rudd.
a less
hunky.
crude.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Reynolds comes from like the Van Wilder days, and so like Paul Rudd came from the Friends
me.
days.
Two guys that grow a pizza place.
Okay, I'm sorry from the 50-year-olds over
he's
here.
like the
I saw
more-
that in the 60s.
He's a more bro-y Paul Rudd. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
That's
He's like a
fair.
bro through and through.
I'd want to
Deadpool is
crush a
growly to me.
6-pack with Ryan Reynolds. I would want to sip some Cabernet with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, we're
And
gonna.
he'd make that face with his open button shirt and be like, you know what's funny?
Wait,
Life.
he had an up and button shirt. You added the shirt coming off. Like that was your.
Yeah, no, I don't know why he
You
has his
took it
shirt
there.
off.
No, what,
You're
Paul
just
Rudd,
hanging
every
out-
time you see him, he's got
just
the
hanging out with Paul
t-shirt with
Rudd?
the unbuttoned shirt. Yes, I do.
You're just hanging out with Paul
He's
Rudd,
an
bottomless.
amazing individual. I've been watching him through Friends again because it's the greatest sitcom of all time. And Paul Rudd just nailed it back then,
Yeah,
too.
and you're over 90s nostalgia, but man, you're playing Friends.
Hey, that went into the 2000s nostalgia for 4 years.
I take it all back.
So-
He's really invested that monkey.
So we were talking about...
Marcel! Why did we accept that Marcel was a pet?
What?
Because 90s.
FLitZ, there was a show in the 90s called Friends. It was a bunch
I
of
didn't
white
watch
people.
it.
It was a bunch of white people that hung out in an apartment complex.
Yeah. It was like
They got coffee a lot.
Yeah.
It was like the PJs that Eddie Murphy.
Just like the
Claymation
PJs.
show? Okay,
it was
cool.
actually,
I got
a
it.
lot of people
Yeah.
refer to it as like a whiter PJs.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I can
More
see it.
clay.
yeah, slightly more clay in the face.
So getting back on track, you mentioned Gotham, which aired this week. Something else that aired this week, which is a reboot in its own right, was The Muppets. Now, critics are saying that it's horrible and not good. I think those critics are out of touch
Don't
with
know what they're
moms.
talking about.
Yeah.
Not only critics, but like a lot of people. There was a good amount of people that I'm friends with were like, this was garbage.
You know what? The problem with people
I'm gonna name those
is
people
But
right now.
everything.
the problem with people is expectation. People clearly, just like with anything, it comes with a change, and it's not like they loved all the movies that have been coming out, so they tried something new with the Muppets.
Yeah.
And it's good. I think it's amazing.
So good. It's 30 Rock. It's Larry Sanders with Muppets. Like, update it.
That's exactly how I
This is
described it.
what we
It
were
was 30 Rock
talking
with
about in
Muppets.
our 90s Nostalgia episode, is like take a franchise that is coveted, that is old and years old, and you've got a built-in fan base, and update it for the age that fan base is now. You could have done this for Goosebumps. It probably would have gotten the same hate. I think it's just because it's a Disney property that moms are freaking out.
Do you think so?
Absolutely. I think that if Henson
But
stayed
even watching the
independent-
first episode, Mike, did you watch the pilot?
I did not.
Now, I highly recommend it. Did you like 30 Rock?
I love Third Rock. It's one of my favorite
It's
shows.
30 Rock with Muppets. You have like this behind the scenes of the show.
Fozzie Bear
You have
makes a
some great
big
divas.
burly gay guy joke.
I saw
very
that.
It's so good.
I saw that.
And like
Yeah.
what was great about that joke, for those that didn't see it, he talks about how he put out an ad or something
gonna
that he
tell
said.
the joke?
Why? For
Tell
those who
the joke.
didn't
Only
see
if you
it.
say waka 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 after.
He just mentioned that he was a big bear looking for love, and he got a lot of attention that he didn't really want. And they didn't walk anyone through the joke.
Nope.
They just like, hey, this is the joke we're making, and some of you are gonna get it, and some of you aren't, and then they moved past it. And I thought that was fantastic because
Shrek did that, and that was okay.
yes, absolutely.
It's
That's
such
a great
another
example.
gay man. Yeah, that's...
That's exactly what Shrek did.
Ogre is also used for
Yeah.
big burly bald green.
In the morning, I'm making waffles. That's a euphemism. We all
Yeah,
know
no, we
it.
all know.
We all know
It's
it.
just butt stuff.
It's never ogre.
The thing when it comes to expectations,
butt
though,
stuff.
when it comes to
The whole
expectations
movie is a
of
euphemism.
the Muppet Show or the new Muppet Show, it really was
It's
what the
actually just
trailer
called
said it
The
was.
Muppets.
Okay, the Muppets. It really was what the trailer said it was going to be. It was like you had like The Office with the interviews to back things
And
up.
it's so cheap to make that stuff. You don't have to have a cast of 100 people that you have to schedule.
what-
It's 6 people with their hands inside of a felt puppet. It's
And,
so easy.
Diva, what I think you'll actually appreciate about the show was how it was shot. Because you have a show with this manner where the camera's following people along, and you have these Muppets who are only half of a person. The way they shoot around it is just awesome. Like Muppets are walking and they're going around corners, and you never see the bottom half of the Muppet. It brings them into
You
real
usually
life.
don't, so that's a good thing.
Well, like, no, everything's static when it comes to Muppets, and this was like, no, we're in an office. I think it brings that much more life to the Muppets, thus bringing it to an older audience. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's a great idea.
The
I mean,
real,
I think, yeah.
the real problem that no one has said, and I've scoured the internet for this, no one has said,
Let's hear it.
is that it's Greg the Bunny verbatim. If anyone
never
knows who was
watched Greg the Bunny.
Greg the Bunny was an amazing
MTV show, right?
Yeah, I
Was
don't
it-
even know if it was on. I only.
It was Fox, I
It was a
think.
Fox.
Was it?
Yeah, it might have been a Fox show. It was basically this concept. It was Greg the Bunny. It was Seth Green and a bunch of other people and a bunch of felt puppets. Puppets existed in this world, and they had a show, and it was their lives and everything like that. And it lived for a year and a half, and it was brilliant. And then they canceled it, and then that guy went off to go and work on Robot Chicken. But it was an amazing show, and it's this.
Also, he's a werewolf.
He might also be a werewolf.
Well, he is, Buffy. Thank you. No?
No, I'm gonna agree.
know.
Sure, why not?
I get it. High five that one. No, but seriously, Greg the Bunny. It was an amazing show, and it's basically this. But I'm okay with that because it's a franchise that we all know and love, and it's the Muppets, and it's
Now,
gonna be great.
so-
And everyone forgot Greg the Bunny.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
It's so depressing.
Yeah.
Now, it is, in my opinion, a reboot. Now,
100%.
okay. Now, when was the last time we had a Muppets property? Last year? This year?
A couple years ago, right?
Last year
It
was
was
the
They've
most
had
one.
Last year
Tina
with,
Fey,
with
wasn't
Tina
it?
Fey. Now, so if you're gonna reboot something, normally you want to take the franchise and like change it up to appeal to a new audience. Was it too soon, or is it just taking what we saw in the Muppets last year and then 2 years before that
It's
with
not like
Jason
they were
Segel?
recast. Like,
Well, no,
it's the
Kermit
same
plays Piggy
Muppets.
now.
Yeah. Miss Piggy's a dude.
I mean, it's a reboot in the sense that it's a different kind of property and it's a different tone, but it's still the Muppets that we know.
Yes.
To a degree.
So I think it's a
Yeah, just dealing with
kind
you
of
know
reboot.
more adult themes
Right,
like
they're all
Fozzie Bear.
totally
okay with
racist
that.
now.
That's, I'm an
All the
adult.
Muppets are just racist, and it's all.
One of the
reflecting the
members of Dr. Teeth is in AA. They address it in
That
the
was
first 5 minutes of the
amazing.
episode.
Yeah. He was like, "It's a meeting."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name is, and they're like, no, that kind of meeting. It was so good. It was so good. Like every bit, I just hope.
So
that
I
they
can
stay
see
in
why
there.
some moms are like, "Hey, kids, we're gonna watch the Muppets." This isn't the Muppets
Yeah, but
variety show.
What year do
just
those
so
moms
kids
live
watch
in?
it.
Well, dude,
Are they
it's 1
time-traveling
million moms, man. They just
1 million.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, well,
But just
And they
1
unite to form this
million.
Voltron mom, and she's just stomping things out. Did you ever see a million moms stack on top of each other? It's a giant mom.
Actually, when the Million Mom
It's like
March
World War
happened, that's
Z.
kind of what
Like,
happened.
they get
because
over,
they
like,
all
the
climb
wall.
each other, yeah.
that sounds awful.
It's horrifying.
I do agree that this is one of the best ways to do a reboot. You take a property and you just give it new life for a new audience. And I think, Mike, do you have any favorite reboots, or what reboots did it right?
Now, see, the problem is for me is that like, I guess what's the difference between a remake and a reboot? Because like,
remix?
I mean, a
Nothing.
reboot I think
Same
would
thing.
probably be to like for longevity, right? Like, they
Like
want to-
reboot is almost like a genre of itself, because you could have a reboot that's also a sequel.
Remake and reboot. are the
What?
Same thing,
Not a
right?
remake because it's a continuation.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
But
well, that's like a C-boot. No, I'm not even kidding. That is a phrase which is a sequel, which is also a reboot,
But, like,
and that
what's an
exists.
example?
Because
that?
Kermit and Piggy had a relationship. They broke up.
Right.
Like they're still in the industry together.
JJ's Star
Kermit
Trek
has a new
is
girlfriend.
a C-boot. It is a
Yeah.
is a
Oh,
reboot
yeah.
that also exists in the Star Trek universe because
Right.
Spock is there.
Well,
so that's
see,
a C-boot.
That's
they
an
alternate
alternate
did it,
timeline.
I think, in one of the best ways possible.
Not every show can go, oh, there's a
I
weird
know.
time warp.
They had a situation that worked best
Or
for them.
should.
Like everything they wanted to
I
keep.
thought that subplot was really dumb by the way. It was really.
The fact that they could then change, so the canon is still canon, but now we can go back to the beginning and have a completely new story.
It's just Band-Aids,
It's
man.
just
Yeah,
the
but-
only reason why Kirk and Spock are friends is because old Spock's like, nah, y'all gonna be friends. Like, it's cool. Like, they need.
Oh, we did it. You can do it.
The only reason John Connor's born is because he sent his dad. I mean, like, there's a lot of weird things.
Whoa, we do not have to bring Terminator 2 into this.
That makes
Maybe
no
Genesis,
sense.
we could talk about the halls and that. But Terminator 2 makes a lot of sense. No, I'd say that my favorite reboot, I can remember, I mean, off the top of my head, was probably Dawn of the Dead, honestly. Like,
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
guns. Yeah.
fantastic.
solid,
Well,
like-
was that a reboot or a remake?
That's-
Because we were
Or
just talking
It's the
about
same thing.
reimagining.
We just said it's the same thing.
Reboot or reimagining is the third
all
option.
three. all
Okay,
three.
reimagining could also be a reboot.
But yeah, it was very
called
it was very well done.
iBoot.
It was like the best thing Zack Snyder ever did, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of
and-
James Gunn.
Yeah, Dan James Gunn's an amazing writer on it, and it's a
And
very.
the remake of Dawn of the Dead was great, and so was the original Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
But the Day of the Dead original was fantastic. The remake of that
Oh my
was
god,
horrible.
so bad. Wasn't like Nick Cannon in it or
Yes.
something?
Yes. And
There was that weird zombie drumline moment.
They didn't even.
Well,
Where the
so
zombie dropped
in
the
the
stick.
original Day of the Dead, one of the main stories was that you had the zombie named Bub, and he
Right.
was starting to learn. And
He eventually became over.
and Bub in the new one, the reason he didn't eat people was because he was a vegetarian
Yes.
in real before he became a zombie.
That's me.
Well,
You're a
now when you become a
zombie.
zombie, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, okay, well,
Just
okay.
keep you around like our.
That's nice.
I think
Weird, but nice.
a reboot that did great, and I think it just came out at the right time, was Batman
Fantastic
Begins.
Four. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is Batman
laughed
Begins a
really hard
reboot or a
at that.
C-boot?
Fantastic Four. Batman
Fant-
Begins.
No, that was a reboot.
Fantastic Four is
X-Men
definitely a
was a
reboot
sequel.
because
Yeah.
it gives us an
Oh
origin
no, I
story.
think okay.
Batman
I remember.
Begins.
Homie
So-
Torch ain't black.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Batman Beyond. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
That's a C-boot.
Batman Beyond.
That would be a
I wouldn't even call that a
reimagining.
sequel. I wouldn't even call that
That's
a
a
reboot.
continuation.
That's a sequel.
It's a
Yeah, it
continuation.
exists.
Yeah. It
And Batman
continues
is
on.
just old and he's got a kid.
Yeah.
Who like hangs out with him.
Old
'cause
man
he's,
Batman.
he's into it.
Yeah.
Old
Hey,
man
you know.
Batman.
No, I'm judging.
But Batman Begins was a great reboot. There were so many ideas like, how do we fix Batman since Joel Schumacher messed it up so much?
I wouldn't
He
say
was
he messed
fixing
up.
it.
Really?
He was fixing it.
Guys.
He had
Remember the
nipples.
back card?
Yeah, he had a bat Amex. Don't leave home
That
without it.
Bat
okay.
lips,
Back
baby.
card.
Bat skate.
Bad lips. Okay,
Nipples.
we can't
bad
mention all these
nips.
bad things
Bad
that the
lips
movie
and
did that were
nips.
funny because they were so bad and they make it a good
Poison
movie.
Ivy wore
They
the
were so
gorilla
bad it made it a
suit,
good
and she
movie.
was
I
like,
know, it was hot in a weird way. Anyways, Nicole, what reboot do you think did a great job for its franchise?
Well, I think it's more of a C-boot.
Okay.
If we're gonna do the adjacent here, and I think the X-Men movies did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, he stole mine.
well, okay, that's because it's such a good one. I mean, the
It was.
first X-Men was really great, and I thought the second and third they went in this real bizarre direction.
Have
And
you
then
wa-
they make
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Have you watched the first X-Men recently?
Yeah.
The
I do like them
2001?
though.
Is it bad?
I know.
It
It's
does
the
not
acting.
hold up.
It doesn't.
But it was not meant to hold up.
got
It was a
stretch
time
marks.
when they were like, no one
titties.
believed in superheroes.
Yeah.
They would mock the actual source material. It was a time where they're like,
did like
nah,
it, though.
screw blue spandex. We're doing leather, bro.
Which
like,
is cool.
No, it's not.
No,
That's,
it
not,
made
that's not the
sense.
part that doesn't hold up, though.
It's
What's
the
the part that
middle,
doesn't hold
middle
up?
figure claw.
all the just the
Well,
VFX.
I mean, the
yeah.
plot with like
Well-
the government not accepting the mutants, that does hold up. I mean,
Well, that's
very
like the
reminiscent.
universal
Now,
thing throughout
did
the
that
whole
why I
story.
still
movie? Did that
appreciate
movie
it.
come out after or before the first Spider-Man movie?
2001 was before. It was the reboot. Pardon the phrase, but it was basically the re-revolution of superhero franchises.
Yes, and X-Men started it.
Yes.
So
And I
X-Men
hated
started
when
it.
it came out because I'm
but
like, this is not my X-Men.
Spider-Man did it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so
Mostly
X-Men's
because
like,
that
all right,
Amazing World
hey,
Trade
we can
Center
make a lot
teaser.
of money on
I remember
superhero
that.
movies. Then
That's
Spider-Man gets made, and it just does it a little bit better. And then we've been evolving and having a few steps
Because here's
back.
what Spider-Man did. Spider-Man added friggin' color.
Yeah.
If you remember comic books in the 90s, it was so vibrant and colorful and ridiculous.
Yeah.
X-Men was just such a drab, black and white, dark at night movie. And it was like, even when they used their powers, it wasn't cool.
But it was the
looking.
year 2000. That's what they had, man. It was grungy.
Okay, so explain 2 years later when they did Spider-Man and everything was daytime and he was blue and red and looked awesome.
Well, yeah, like I said, the
They need to
2000s,
adopt that.
2002 were very
They
different.
need to
Yeah, we
adopt
learned a
now
lot.
that they've adopted the color. Adopt that Todd McFarlane contortion.
Good
like,
luck.
make him-
Humans don't do that.
Spiders do.
I don't think spiders do either, man. Mara, what is a franchise that has done reboot right?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm really digging. I honestly will say, I think what Muppets did as the movie was a great reboot. I think that it took a franchise, it still made it adult, it still made it work. It took Jason Segel, he pumped new blood into it. And I think without those movies, we wouldn't have this new show, which I am hooked on.
After one episode, just like Gotham season 2 for you.
Just watch it, bro.
Oh, can I change my answer real quick?
yes.
I'm sorry. 21 Jump Street.
Oh, good reboot.
So
good
good.
reboot.
Is it a
Both of them.
reboot or a C-boot because Johnny Depp exists in that
it's a
universe?
seaboot. It's a seaboot.
Wow.
You're right. You're right. But both
It
those
is a
movies are
sequel
great.
because they even referenced that the Jump Street
the other
thing
guy, Richard
existed
Gecko?
before.
Geico.
Richard Geico, yeah, he was in it, and he's selling insurance now. But it's
Now,
just
something that
Still
made the news
Lizard.
this week also, speaking of C-boots and reboots, we're getting a bunch of sequels to Prometheus.
Thank God.
Oh,
Said
yay.
no one.
Everybody wanted that.
So Ridley Scott's got like 3 of those movies. James Cameron has a bunch of Avatars. We're just gonna
Both
get a bunch
things
of
nobody
sci-fi
asked
movies.
for.
Well,
Nobody wanted those.
lot of people want
financially,
Avatars.
Avatar, it's the best-selling movie. Or the
Oh, I get
ever.
why they did it, but we
Okay.
all, I mean, I'd say most people saw Avatar and were like, that was cool.
That's
I don't need to
real-life
be
fun,
there
though.
anymore. Like, you know, I don't know.
I
was a
always
weird one.
wanted a good Fern Gully too, and I feel like this is the chance
Well,
to get that.
the thing with
With you.
3
So-
more?
the thing with Avatar though is it's
Probably
such a
cheaper
vast
to make
universe.
them all at the same time.
You know, here's my qualms with it, is because I want James Cameron to make
Titanic
Battle
3.
Angel before
too.
he dies.
Alita?
Yes, he was going to do Battle
The
Angel.
anime?
Yeah, he was going to do
Really?
that. He
Where
was
was
going to do
I?
that, and then Avatar 2, 3, and 4 threw that off the rails.
Yeah.
So I think that James Cameron's such an amazing director. I don't want to see him go out with just do an Avatar movie
just waste his
that's
life
it.
now on a franchise
right.
like George
He's only
Lucas
got so
did.
much time left. It's like
He's old. He's old and dying.
Well, so going back to Ridley Scott, him doing these Prometheus movies, now back before the first Prometheus came out, he said, this is not an aliens movie. But then at the end of the Prometheus, pretty much, me and Matt were talking about this earlier, it spawns the first facehugger.
Well, no, the first Xenomorph.
For
Yeah,
Xenomorph.
but
sort
it has to do a lot more spawning before we get to the alien that we know.
Evolution.
But he's established that it's not an alien movie, you guys.
But
100%.
now the sequel is going to be called Aliens Paradise Lost. So
Wait, really?
Prometheus
It's called
2,
Alien
Aliens
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost.
I just
Aliens.
imagine
Singular,
like
just
an
one of them.
alien island, but it's kind of like Pokemon style. But they're all just have
Lost in
keys.
Paradise.
how many colons are in that title? Prometheus colon aliens colon.
But the thing is, it's not
Oddly,
going to be
new kind of
Prometheus.
facehugger.
So it's not gonna be Prometheus colon aliens.
It's literally just Alien
Every
colon
alien has two colons.
Paradise Lost.
Okay, I kind of
Colon,
want
the
like
sequel
a
to
rise
Did
of
anyone
the
read
Return of the
Paradise
Planet of the
Lost?
Apes, kind of whatever.
Another good
Versus
reboot.
Predator.
Another great reboot.
Another great reboot.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. I like
do
Planet
that.
of
It was
Apes.
good.
No,
It was good.
not the Franco one. The
I
sequel.
actually thought that was a great prequel
both
to
of them.
Rise the
Second was so
Planet.
good, man. Just ape on ape action. I'm really tired of apes not getting jobs. This movie
Okay.
just gave those.
So,
apes
so this is an example with the Ridley Scott Prometheus.
My cell phone
That was a
died.
reboot of Aliens without being a reboot of Aliens, but now the sequel is Aliens. How do you guys feel
Alien,
about?
singular. There's only one.
There's only one, but it's called Aliens.
Nope, it's called Alien.
Nope. He's
Alien.
forever alone and lost.
By himself. So it's the prequel to
He's
Alien.
in
Him and
paradise,
his
though.
volleyball that he found.
Is it they lost paradise, or it's like paradise and we're lost?
Paradise was his girlfriend. She's lost on an island, and he's looking.
He lost a pair of dice.
Yes.
Personally,
God damn it, Matt.
personally,
Scott, let him do what he wants.
for me, I like the idea of Prometheus being a science fiction movie by Ridley Scott that had nothing to do with aliens. And if he wanted to put these little Easter eggs that put it in the same universe, I'm cool with that. It's something original, it's something new. But then now he's continuing, and it really now is a reboot of the franchise, and it's just an Aliens movie. So we take all the originality
It's just
that
a
we could have
long
had.
walk to come back to a sequel to Alien. I feel like it's like, guys, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
He's not going
I'm gonna make a
all
totally
day.
different movie. All right, maybe I'm gonna.
So, kind of based on how we feel about this discussion so far, do we think that this is a good way to do a reboot?
Now,
Nope.
No,
Ridley
no.
Scott is done.
Done?
He's to pack
He's
up
out?
his bags and leave. He's
out of touch?
reached the dude. He's out of touch. He's reached that
Yeah.
threshold that every director reaches.
He should just hang out with us.
He just hang out with us.
Yeah,
Be
just
our
come
friend.
over.
I would
Ridley
gladly
Scott,
be
just
friends
call
with
me.
him.
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah,
drink
let's
back to
hang
the
out.
cooler and talk about movies.
He's had a really
Hashtag
solid
Unpopular
run.
Kids.
Yeah.
We'll bring him back
Yeah,
down to
just
earth.
back it up.
He's had a really good run.
Now, Tony, I would watch movies from Tony until the cows come home.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
well, would have. Yeah.
Well, so those have
Not a
been
good
our
time.
unpopular opinions about reboots. Before we wrap the show up, we have one last segment for you, and this week we've got a Dreamcast. Now remember, Dreamcast is one of the segments here where we take shows or movies or ideas from you guys and we cast them because we have that power.
Huh? Or we recast
Or we recast them.
Dreamcast them.
So again, you guys
One
can
might
send
say
us
we
bumpers
Dreamcast.
for Dreamcast by tweeting us with the hashtag Unpopular Kids.
Make your
or
own. Do it.
your
You can
own,
do it.
your own ideas for Dreamcast. What should we recast or Dreamcast ourselves? Today we have a tweet that says that he wanted us to recast the Justice League movie. Oh my goodness. So we'd be here for like another 30 minutes. So I want to break that down with just like the Dawn of Justice. We got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Lex Luthor. Who would you cast as these four people in a Justice League movie? So Mike Diva, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
Let's see your casting chops.
Okay. All right.
You casted.
Superman, Chris Pine.
Start with Superman.
Okay.
I think Chris Pine would make a great Superman.
He has so much eyebrows.
But he's a very
He has so
likable,
much
handsome boy.
That's what
He is.
someone
I'm
said.
just jealous.
You know,
I'm just
he's
jealous.
like he doesn't have that like fuck you bro quality that Ryan Reynolds has. It's like you shouldn't like him, but you do. You're on his side, and I
Yeah.
think that's Superman right there, right?
I like it.
Okay, Superman. Boom.
Okay.
Little rugged.
Okay, I can already picture the hate I'm gonna get in the comments for all of these, for everyone.
Oh, it's okay.
Whatever.
It's your opinion.
Feel
We
the
can make
pulse.
fun about
It's
your
my opinion, baby.
Get it.
All right. Wonder Woman. Anna Kendrick. Now I know it's kind of weird, but
I just want to see Anna Kendrick all over
first
the
off,
place.
Anna Kendrick is adorable.
Yes, she is.
Tiny.
And she's tiny, but I want to see that tiny, adorable, cute girl kick
Is
some
she
ass.
an Amazon warrior princess,
No.
though?
No, she's not.
She drank something that
But-
shrunk her. Like that could be like the premise.
Wonder
Was-
Woman and Alice in Wonderland. Got it.
Chris Evans got all, I mean, she can
get
bulk up.
taller.
She can get fucking.
She can grow 5 inches.
Tyler.
Yeah,
There's
she
a
can get
process
bigger.
where they break your bone
Dude, they
and
make
reset
Tom
it.
Cruise look huge in all his movies, and that
You
dude's
think
like
you
4
have to
feet
cast
tall.
everyone
That's
else
true.
way short.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, I was trying to
Batman,
think of
Lex
like,
Luthor.
I
like
like
what's a girl that wouldn't make Wonder Woman cheesy as hell, and like
that
because Wonder
works.
Woman's a cheesy character.
Yeah.
And let's
She's
face
an
And
it,
you know,
Invisible
and
Jet.
you know,
she's cheesy as hell.
Wonder Woman
it.
sometimes is written very adorkable. Like she doesn't really understand society and she loves things. And oh, I gotta fight. Here's my sword. Like I could. She's a little adorkable in a violent way. And I like that.
And I mean, obviously, like the obvious answer would be like, oh, Megan Fox or like whatever, like
What?
some hot babe. But like, I don't know,
I
Anna
had
Kendrick.
some hot babe as mine.
Anna Kendrick is a hot babe. So
She is a hot babe, but like
Batman
she's
and Lex
not your
Luthor.
typical. Okay, whatever. Batman, even more unpopular opinion. But I want to say, Idris motherfucking Elba.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man is
that's right.
classy.
That's right.
Gentleman and
No.
kicks some ass.
Yeah,
I'm Batman.
he'd be badass. He'd be badass.
Batman.
I want to see like like with the white glowing eyes and then just like an all black.
Just black. Yes,
It'd be
that's what,
dope.
he's not even wearing a mask. He's just wearing contact lenses and an ear hat.
I like it.
He would make a dope Batman.
Yeah,
Okay.
he would.
And Lex Luthor, I don't know. I want to see Paul Rudd play a bad guy.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That'd be really
Smug
funny.
Paul
That'd be
Rudd.
really interesting to see.
Ryan.
Dude, everyone else gets to play Lex Luthor. Why not?
He
Right?
just punches Ryan Reynolds in the face repeatedly. This is for you, Mike.
FLitZ. Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. I'm gonna start with my Lex Luthor, and I would go with Stanley Tucci. I think Stanley Tucci's a good actor. He has the head for it. I feel like he definitely has the range. He's done comedy. He's done super dramatic. I think he'd be a good Lex Luthor. As far as Wonder Woman, it's a challenge, but I think, given the amount of time she would probably need and practice, Gina Carano.
Okay.
I think she has the physique. She may not have the acting chops, but she's working on it. And I think there is room for her to wiggle because it's not like in most movies you need they're invincible gods, basically. You don't need a whole bunch of acting chops to be Wonder Woman.
That's true.
As far as Superman, I never really kept up with his work, but I feel like, again, they're gods. He has the look. Dye his hair black. It's been before Kellen Lutz. He played like Hercules. He was in like
Just a
Twilight or
bohunk
something.
Superman that does
Yeah, well, but that's what. But I mean, what emotion? I mean, he's an actor. He can scream and shout and X, Y, and Z. That's all you really need. You're not.
Yeah,
what's he gonna-
Superman's a very
he's a
stoic
very
character.
stoic
Okay,
character.
I'll
There's
go
not a
with it.
whole bunch of range.
How about your
needed there.
Batman?
And as far as Batman, Carl Urban. I think he's a great actor. I think
that's
it's a
a
great
good
range.
answer.
And he's
We
shown
go to the camera
he
guys
doesn't even
like,
have
nodding
to
with
be
you. I
Bruce
like it.
Wayne ever. He can be Batman.
Man,
He
Carl
did it
Urban.
with Dredd,
He
and
did
he
it
can
with
just
Dredd.
straight up be
Another good
Batman.
reboot. Man, I
solid.
love that one so much.
He's good at scowling.
Yeah, he's good at
I
scowling.
like
yeah.
Ben Affleck. I'm sad they didn't do Carl Urban. That is so much
Scowled
better
for
than
2
my
hours.
answers.
He scowled an entire movie. It's just scowling. It's good.
He's like the Eagle Muppet. He's just
That's a solid answer. That's a really good Batman.
So my Batman, I went in a very different direction. We saw in the news this week, John Wick 2 got picked up, and you know what? Keanu Reeves as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
That's stupid.
I can see it.
Now, I was giving Keanu Reeves some hate earlier. I don't like his work most of the time. I like him in two things: Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The
Bill and Ted's
Replacements.
Bogus Journey. Oh, what?
No, definitely not that one. Bogus Journey's not a good movie. And The Replacements. So I say, give him Bruce Wayne. I want to see John Wick as Batman.
Did you not see John Wick?
Well, I did, and it was great.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying Keanu
right.
Reeves
We
should
didn't
be.
throw that in your top two
I did
movies.
it. I said I did top
I mean,
two.
that should
If I was in
easily
top
be at
three.
number one.
Anyways, moving on. I wrote my answers down because I didn't want to forget anything. For Superman, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
As a puppet? Or
Superman, guys. It's me.
The Bourne movies are a lot of fun. He can do action, and I don't think we see him doing enough action. He's got you can give him the Clark Kent look. He's got the Boy Scout going for him. I think it'd be a good one. For Wonder Woman, this might be a cop-out answer, and that's okay. I want to see what Gal Gadot can do as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's a cop-out answer.
I was very iffy when they first mentioned her. Did a little research, and I was like, you know what? Maybe she can do a good job with it. She's put out a lot of
She's just so
pictures.
skinny.
And
She's
maybe.
so skinny.
But she's one of fear.
That's not.
Why does she need
She's supposed to be a warrior.
Don't skinny shame anyone here on the show. Yeah. So, hey, Gal Gadot, I want to see what you can do. But I'm also saying this that Ben Affleck I think will be a great Batman. But hey, Keanu Reeves. And then for Lex Luthor, I don't like that Jesse Eisenberg is so young. I want an older guy who knows business that may be a little more corrupt. I want to go with Michael Fassbender as Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah. That'd be dope.
It's a fantastic actor, obviously. Just shave his head. You'll look great. Nicole, boom.
Hey, man.
He would look great with a shaved head.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm seeing his
Can we
penis.
get
Now I
some
want to see the
mock-ups
top of
of
his head.
Okay, so I feel like you guys are going in a different direction. You guys are all casting older people, and the movie is kind of set up to be kind of dark. I thought, let's romantic comedy this.
Okay. Now you're speaking my language.
You put at least 38 minutes
Reese
of
Witherspoon
thought into
as Wonder Woman. Let me hear it. Reese Witherspoon?
Okay, so let's start with Lex Luthor, get it out of the way.
All right.
It's a bald Jim Carrey. He's
All right, I'm gonna just buckle up. I'm gonna say
I know, that's how I feel. I'm with it.
It's
I'm on.
less it's less like but it's more like
Eccentric, I believe is the word.
Yeah,
you're
You know, it's like Superman.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like,
cool, got
so
it.
he's less like.
You guys are
Not Ace
thinking.
Ventura.
Yeah, you guys are thinking classic Jim Carrey. Like new Jim Carrey has some
Like
range.
dark, creepy.
Like what we saw in Kick-Ass,
You're
like it might not
insane.
be Lex Luthor, but he was great.
Emotionally unstable is
Yeah,
what I
it
was
was the only
going
good
for.
thing about that movie.
And then so
Yes, too.
this is also a cop out, but not as much as yours.
Thank you.
Is it Adrian Padalecki?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
She was cast in the Wonder Woman pilot that, that nothing ever happened with.
Oh,
and I
but I had a hard time
she's
grasping her as Wonder
real
Woman.
tall
I would
and
grasp her.
she's big and she can kick your butt and like I believe that she's Wonder Woman and she has great hair. Her hair's so good.
He's great hair.
I mean, okay.
That's a reason to
Great
cast
hair.
anyone.
No, I mean, that's just like a side. And then as Batman and Superman, we're going younger and to just completely copy
So wait, this is a
Joshua.
romantic comedy about the two of them meeting.
Yes.
Okay. I
And
just
here's
wanted to
they
be
are. Yeah. And so Superman is Zac Efron, Joshua's favorite.
Oh yeah, that's my go-to answer.
Favorite.
I
And then,
out this week.
and then
Exactly, I'm saying
Batman
that.
is like fresh out of like college prep Evan Peters.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm good with all of that actually.
They're younger. There's a lot more. You know, they're learning about themselves.
I watched this broy version of the Justice League.
Batman, Superman, Dawn of Love.
I've never done this
or
before.
love of justice.
will.
Love of Justice.
Yeah, because the only thing they love more than each other is
Nailed it!
Yeah.
Now I'm on board!
Alright, Matt Rob, I don't know how you're gonna beat hers. I don't know how you're gonna beat her.
Dawn of butt stuff. I think that would be good too.
See, that's more of a sequel.
That's a
like,
seaboot? That'll be a
more of a
seaboot.
seaboot.
Matt Rob.
Mine, I took the term Dreamcast literally. I like literally. This is what
He had a dream.
I had a
He
dream.
woke up.
No,
and he
I think
cast it.
that my perfect Superman Batman has been stuff that has been mentioned. It's like my alternate universe Superman Batman. In Dawn of Justice, my Superman would have been Joe Manganiello, who would have had the
He was
freaking
on my
role.
cast. He
yeah.
was on my cast.
He would
for
have
a while,
had it,
yeah.
but he was like, nah, I got this vampire show I'm gonna do.
Also a
Joe
werewolf.
Manganiello,
He's great.
Magic Mike XXL, big
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
dating
Sophia
Yeah.
Vergara.
Vergara. He's amazing. Google
Okay,
it.
he's good.
Google him. Bing
I'm
him.
kind of a fan.
Bing him.
Big dude.
I have his book
I'm gonna Lycos him.
called
Yeah, you should like him. My Batman, whose name I just blanked on, who was originally supposed to be Batman in this,
Tito Ortiz.
is Thanos. James.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
There you go.
Would have been a perfect grungy older Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been great.
Real old, yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
old. He's not that old. Also, they're about the same height, the two of them. It kind of would have played. I
Okay.
think it would have been really good. Also, I think that this Superman is not big enough, especially if you see Henry Cavill. No, he's just not like. our
I said
Superman
that, and then I
is
saw
all-
the movie, and I was like, dude's got muscles on muscles.
It doesn't okay, but that doesn't matter. Like
Dang.
it's about the way that it looks
His
on
presence?
film. Yeah, he just doesn't.
Josh
understand
Brolin
that.
is there hasn't been any Batman actor that's been truly intimidating.
Yeah,
You know, and
Josh Brolin
could
just
be
be this.
totally
He's like a pug. Like he just
Right.
come at you. I think it'd be awesome.
right now.
Lex Luthor is honestly who I thought it was. I thought they were when Man of Steel came out. I had the most hope for it. I thought they were going to go the route of Batman Begins. I thought they were going to do the awesome Ra's al Ghul, really cool switcheroo that they did, which not a lot of people ever recall. But like all the marketing was pushing that. What's his face? Ken Watanabe was supposed to be Ra's al Ghul. All the trailers are like, no, this is Ra's al Ghul, and then
Yeah.
they literally halfway through the movie pull a switcheroo and like, oh no, it's Liam Neeson. Like that was amazing. I thought they were going to pull that. I thought the military guy was in Man of Steel, Christopher Maloney, who I love, was going to turn out to be Lex Luthor. I don't know how or
Interesting.
why,
From
but
SVU?
yeah, and
Yeah.
also from Wet Hot American Summer and everything
Oh,
else.
yeah, he's so
I think he's an
great.
amazing actor. He would have been he's charismatic. He could be wacky. He's
Stabler.
everything that Kevin Spacey kind of brought to the role, but in a better way. I think it would have been awesome.
I like it. Good
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah, good
Josh
answers.
Brolin would have been a great Batman.
And my Wonder Woman,
think
I
Ben
mean,
Affleck would
honestly, I
be
think it just needs to be a strong female. I'm thinking Rizzoli from Rizzoli and Isles.
I don't even know.
I don't watch the show.
Really? That's how he ends his Dreamcast with Rizzoli.
Yeah, Rizzoli. Yeah,
Isles?
bring it.
That's an Italian dessert.
the other day.
The show
Do you know?
Anyway,
First of all,
guys,
none of us watch it because we have the wrong genes.
on that note, my jeans look great today. They're actually not jeans. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching Unpopular Kids. Big thanks and shout out to Mike Diva for coming and giving us his unpopular opinions today. Again, you can check him out youtube.com/Mike Diva. Look at his work. It's art
It's
on the
amazing.
internet.
Lunchables,
At all giving awards. Art.
Furbies. What else do you do? Yo, like
Lunchables,
Furbies.
all of
What's
it.
the other thing you do with the Chinese people?
The Chinese people. I don't think there's anything.
He hangs out with them. Anyways, guys, that's been Unpopular Kids. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later.